get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine. Only you move me to the rhythm.
Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kelly and I now upload every single Thursday and Saturday. Today's video is a spring clean and decorate with me. You guys know these are my favorite videos to make, and I am so excited to freshen up my home with one of the happiest holidays, which is Easter. I really look forward to decorating for spring and Easter every year because that means we've made it through January and February, which in my personal opinion are the worst months of winter, and just bringing out all of the adorable bunnies and tulips and pastel color palettes, which are some of my most favorite things to decorate with, along with a mix of wood textures, which I also think are just so charming for spring. But before we get started on decorating for spring and Easter, I need to take down all of the Valentine's decor, which honestly I am so excited to see go. And the only reason that I say that is because I'm one of those people that really struggle with, the winter blues. And I just really, again, feel like January and February are the hardest months for me. And just knowing that it's March and it's starting to warm up again and seeing all of the brighter colors and the pastels, it just makes me feel so much better. So let me know down in the comments if you have anything coming up for spring or things that you're looking forward to doing outside with the weather warming up. Also, let me know if you're decorating for spring and Easter too this year. This is sped up, but I felt like I was just flying through the home, just tearing down all the decorations. Like, especially with these twinkle lights, like I feel like I wasn't very tactical like I normally am with taking down decorations because I just wanted to see everything go. But I love these curtain lights, and I use them for Christmas, I use them for Valentine's Day, but they are such a pain if you don't pack them away right. And honestly, I just threw them in a Ziploc bag and call it a day. And I just thought, if I need to buy new twinkle lights next year, then it is what it is. But I just want to see all of these decorations go.
All my thoughts are running around inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different.
Now that we have all the Valentine's decor taken down, let's get started on cleaning and decorating for spring. And to set the mood, I found this YouTube video, which I'll have it listed in the description box for you, but it just had some really upbeat music and some really pretty spring sceneries. Also getting some of my favorite spring scents going, which today I am using the Wax Melts by Fusion and the scent Fresh Picked Daisies, which has a very sweet and flowery scent. To clean, I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's Rose Scented Multi-Surface Spray, along with the Lilac Freshener to freshen up the couch, the pillows, and the throws. And also going along with the lilac scent, I'll be using my essential oils as well. And I love this essential oil diffuser because it puts out some serious aromatherapy, and you can change the colors to match whatever season you're in. I just personally love the pink, but let me tell you, my house smelled like a fresh bouquet of flowers. It was the perfect scent combination for spring. But now in the living room, let's get started on some spring cleaning. This isn't actually going to be like my actual spring clean for the season, but the couch really had tons of crumbs and the floors and the tables are gross, and we are honestly just in need of a light spring clean before, the real spring clean, which I am excited to announce that I will be doing an entire home spring clean with me series where we will be going through my entire home, room by room, space by space, deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. I am so excited and ready to kick this series off. So make sure you have your notifications turned on because you do not want to miss out on any of the upcoming videos.
Something stays the same. I can change the way I am. an effort, promise I would change. Some things stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but some things stayed the same.
And can I just say that I absolutely love the look of fresh vacuum lines on the couch and on the rug, but I wanted to get everything freshly vacuumed and wiped down before putting on the new pillow covers for spring. And so I decided for the couch to do like some pastel pinks and whites and pops of green to go along with the adorable bunny and carrot pillows you'll see in just a minute. But I get all of my pillow covers from Amazon, and pillow covers are totally the way to go, by the way, if you want to change up the decor or colors seasonally, but not take up a ton of space in your linen closet. And it's nice because this way you can get new pillow fillers, because I read this fun fact or gross fact that 10% of your pillows become dust mites and they're droppings after a year, which is when you should replace them. But isn't that gross? So totally replace your pillows after a year. And then it's nice that your pillow covers can last a little longer and you can just reuse them with fresh pillows with no mites inside. Also, I wanted to leave in like the real struggle of trying to put pillow covers on, because I also read that you're supposed to buy pillow covers a size down from the actual pillow. So while pillow covers are nice, they can also be a pain to put on as well.
In the dark, we're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers.
And now putting on this gorgeous oversized throw that I found at Burlington's. And when I say oversized, I really mean it. Like, I kind of underestimated how big this throw was. I did end up playing around with it a few times because I wasn't sure if I liked it, long ways, or if I wanted it to be a little bit shorter. Let me know down in the comments which way you like it. If you liked it when it was shorter, or if you like it across the entire couch. I decided to leave it across the entire couch though, just because I like, all the color that it brings, and I feel like it does kind of brighten the couch up a little bit more. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And so now just adding some of the throw pillows to the couch. Again, I decided to do the color scheme of greens and pastel pinks and whites, and I just love the details of the pink bunnies and the flowers. I really just love the color combination, and I feel like the details too, it just really speaks to the season. And coming in with the most exciting part for me to decorate the couch with, and that is this white rabbit that I found on Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description box for you. And I also found the carrot pillow from Target at the dollar spot for $5, which is a total steal for an adorable pillow. And I just think that they add this sweetest touch to the couch and really ties everything in together. And I have to say, I am totally obsessed with how everything came out. And moving on to a super easy and gorgeous DIY for spring and Easter, I found these beautiful cherry blossom branches on Amazon, which again, I'll have those linked in the description box for you. But cherry blossoms are truly my favorite to decorate with for spring. And I had the idea to use these different sized pastel eggs, which I got these on Amazon too. And I got a bunch of different sizes of them, and I'll have these linked in the description box for you. Of course, I'm always bringing it in with Amazon, but I thought that it would be a really cute touch to fill up the vase with like the different sized eggs. So I used some like larger eggs, and then I sprinkled in between some of like the smaller, pastel eggs. And guys, I am seriously obsessed with how this turned out. I think this really just adds a really sweet touch to our coffee table and just really helps tie in the rest of the family room decor. I'm also using like this little placemat that I got years ago. It's just like a little cherry blossom placemat to put underneath it. And again, I just love the pinks and the pastels, and just adds a really sweet touch to the family room.
You wanna see me again? You wanna see me again?
Now just spraying on some of the lilac freshener onto the couch and the throws and the pillows before moving right along to the TV and the TV stand, just giving everything a good wipe down and dust before giving this space a good spring refresh too. And I 10 out of 10 recommend this rose scented cleaner from Mrs. Meyer. I use it for my Valentine's Day decorate with me too, and this is truly one of my favorite scents from Mrs. Meyer. It just made the entire downstairs smell so sweet and so flowery. I absolutely love it, and it just motivated me to keep on cleaning. And now just moving on to decorating, I got this adorable table runner from Temu, and I just love like the boho look and how natural it is. I'm definitely going to keep this space a little bit more neutral and, you know, with a mix of different wood textures, which I love for spring. Also just different pops of greenery. I also found these adorable gold butterflies at Michael's this year, which I love decorating with these because I know that I can keep them out all spring rather than just Easter. And then also I found this garland at Hobby Lobby. It's actually two garland that I just made into one. That's why it looks so full. And then also topping it off with this boho Easter garland that I found on Temu, which can be easily removed once Easter is over. I just wanted to show you how the living room turned out. I am obsessed with like the throw pillows and the throw pillow covers. And I mean, like, seriously, is this not like just the sweetest thing? Like, this is just why I love spring decor so much. Like, I just feel like it is so sweet. And this blanket too is so big. Like, I feel like it could fit all three of us at the same time. And then also I love this DIY cherry blossom tree. Again, I got these branches from Amazon, which I'll have those linked in the description box. But I really like the idea of using these eggs as like a vase filler, just to kind of make it a little bit more like Easter, more like Easter themed. And then I love how the TV stand is coming along. I just love like all the neutral colors to it and like, you know, just more like a greenery look to it. It's not done yet though, because so I've had these bunnies for quite a few years now. And so my taste in decor has definitely changed a little bit. I definitely want to leave these bunnies here. Like, they are just so sweet, but I want them to kind of match the rest of the decor a little bit more. So I went to the store and I got some Rust-Oleum spray paint, and it's in the color Vintage Gold. Because it seems like the color of these butterflies are like a little bit more like a rustic gold. So I was hoping that I can just spray paint these and make them match the butterflies a little bit more and just kind of have it tie in a little bit better with like the rest of the decor that I have. I haven't used this spray paint before, but if it, you know, turns out the way that I'm thinking it will, it should look pretty good. But yeah, I mean, just a tip, you don't have to, you know, go out and buy gold bunnies. You can just spray paint the ones that you have.
It's coming back again. I see it clearly now. Your sweet, sweet talking won't make me fall this time, 'cause I have drawn a map of my escape. Don't you even try, 'cause it's too late. I'm someone else, although I look the same way. Teardrops that fell, but it's just another daily. I'm over us, I'm over you. Forget about another deja vu.
So to be honest, I kind of rushed the paint job a little bit because it was still a little bit cold outside. So that's why it looks a little bit runny, but honestly, I really like it because it gave it kind of almost like a marbled look. And then just putting them by the TV stand, I'm just so glad that I ended up painting them gold, honestly, and I didn't just toss them and buy new ones because I just love the way they look. I think that it really ties in the decor really, really well and just adds that nice, sweet, neutral touch to everything. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this neutral spring and Easter decor display? And the last space I wanted to tackle in the family room are these shelves, which, to be honest, I have not dusted in months. So they were really gross and dusty. So just giving them a quick wipe down first. I did not end up decorating these for Valentine's Day, but I did want to get them nice and decorated for Easter just to make it look a little bit more festive in the family room. And I've been asked this a few times in the comment section, but I got these shelves from IKEA a few years ago. You have to buy them individually, but I like to have like, the two sets, one on each side of the window. And I just love decorating these for the season. It really gives you a lot of space to decorate with, which is why I didn't decorate it for Valentine's Day, just because I honestly didn't have enough decor to fill it. But for these shelves for Easter, I'm just using some Easter plates to put on the top and the bottom, which, by the way, that was the save of the year. And I am so glad that I got that caught on camera. But I'm just decorating the shelves with an assortment of different bunnies and carrots and greenery just to make the shelves a little bit more festive for the season. And now moving right along to the entryway, I actually decided to decorate two separate spaces in my entryway just so that when guests come over, they can feel spring's warm welcome right away. And I found this adorable bunny wreath at Hobby Lobby this year, and then just added some plain white tulips. And I also added these adorable egg ornaments that we DIY'd as a family. And honestly, DIY decor that you make as a family is arguably the best decor.
But your actions tell a different tale. Yeah, you say that you wanna try again. That's why I know that I won't get you.
And next, I'm moving into the kitchen, and honestly just so excited to swap out that bold red Valentine decor for something that's a little bit more neutral and sweet. And I found these napkins and napkin rings at Target and just honestly instantly fell in love with them. And I based the entire tablescape on just these napkins and napkin rings, which if you've watched me decorate like any space in my home, you'll know that I love decorating with like different wood textures and woven baskets and greenery. I just love that it looks so like fresh and simple and charming. So just playing off of that look, I just used some woven placemats topped with some simple white plates, but also has like that woven design on the edge of them. And then I just placed the napkins right on top, and it honestly just makes such a simple and gorgeous table display that's so easy to put together. And then for the centerpiece, I just fell in love with this woven bunny that I found at home. That's also where I picked up the vase and florals. And honestly, I just am obsessed with how this table turned out.
Falling down my face, aching for your touch again. Maybe it will come a sunny day, a day when I forget you.
And our trash bin was totally gross and in desperate need of a deep clean, honestly, mostly due to me trying to empty the vacuum cleaner and getting it all over the lid. So just using my handheld vacuum to suck up all of the dirt and the crumbs. And also it was overflowing, so just changing out the bag and giving the inside of the bin a good wipe down using my multi-surface cleaner. And I actually wipe out the inside of my trash bin every time I empty it, which I totally recommend, by the way, because it really helps prevent any gunk or any of that yucky odor buildup, especially too with the rose scented cleaner. It is such a good scent. Like, it is just such a clean and flowery scent. And also my trash bin is a motion censored trash bin. And while I love it, it is very messy to clean and it just has a lot of different grooves. So I have to lay down a towel and spray a bunch of multi-surface cleaner on it and like really scrub it with a scrub brush to get it really clean. But it's really nice, when cooking at least, because, as soon as you put your hand over it, it just automatically opens for you. So like when you're cooking, you're trying to throw a bunch of different scraps away. I don't know, it just makes it really easier. But just in case you're thinking of getting one, just know that they are really nice, but they are also a lot to clean as well. And speaking of a lot to clean, there is always no shortage of dishes that need to be done in this house. There's dishes in the dishwasher that need to be unloaded, dishes in the sink that need to be scrubbed and put in the dishwasher. So if you have dishes that need to be done too, then let's get up and let's get them done together. And it was starting to get a little later at this point. Actually, this was the day before daylight savings, so I think it was probably about 6 o'clock at this point. But I just had one more space to decorate, which was in this kitchen area. But before we actually get into deep cleaning, because I wanted to wipe down like the cabinets and all of the appliances and just make everything really sparkly clean, I just needed to do the dishes. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm alone on this, but I just feel like I can't get anything done in the kitchen unless the dishes are done. Like whether I'm cooking or I'm crafting or whatever I'm doing in the kitchen, like I just feel like it just feels so much better in the kitchen when the dishes are done. Like it's almost like a distraction for me. Let me know in the comments if I'm alone on that. But once we load up the dishwasher, and also I had some dishes that I need to hand wash, which were just Jaden's like school water bottles and some old glass cups that are from my childhood. But once we get all those clean, then we'll get started on deep cleaning and decorating the kitchen.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people.
And now just getting the sink nice and wiped down, also wiping down the faucet and the backsplash so that everything will be nice and clean. Also starting the dishwasher, which by the way, this under the sink organizer, I did that a couple of videos ago. I'll have it linked in the description box because I seriously love it. I used it to organize like my dishwasher pods and my disposal pods and my gloves and my magic erasers. Like it is seriously the best. I mean, it's just so game changing, just such a great way to organize a really small space. So I'll have that linked in the description box for you. But next I wanted to get everything wiped down. So first I just moved everything off of the countertop, just kind of so they won't be in the way and they won't get all messy. But I wanted to wipe down the kitchen cabinets, which honestly is probably one of my favorite chores to do. I just love how it makes it look all clean and shiny. And to clean them too, I just use a bowl of really, really hot water, spray some multi-surface cleaner in it, which I use the rose scented multi-surface cleaner. And it just made the entire downstairs smell so fresh and clean and made the cabinets nice and clean, which having white cabinets too, like I feel like I have to do this pretty much every single day, at least do kind of like a spot clean, like especially around the handles because they get, you know, like little fingerprints on them. But yeah, good thing it is my favorite chore because I do have to do it quite a lot. And honestly, I'm really glad that I had to do this too, because again, it just made the entire downstairs smell so amazing. And it was starting to get a little bit later at this point because I also stopped and, you know, had dinner, but it also kind of encouraged me to, you know, keep going and keep cleaning. And I was just honestly so ready and motivated to be done with Valentine's Day, done with winter, and come downstairs in the morning to everything being really clean and ready for spring, and just seeing all of the cute Easter bunnies. And too, Jaden still really loves all the decor that I put out and he loves looking at them. So I was also really motivated for him to come downstairs in the morning and see everything too. So I don't know, sometimes it's those little things that motivate me. But if you are having a hard time, you know, getting motivated, you know, decorating or for spring cleaning, or if you're decluttering, I always recommend to start with your favorite scents. So as you saw, like at the beginning of the video, I have tons of scents going. I have my multi-surface cleaner, and I love my essential oil diffuser. And I also love using wax melts throughout my house too. Like I think I have 4 of them all together. So the entire house has wax melt smells going. And it's just those little things that kind of help keep me positive and just helps keep me motivated on cleaning. So if you are struggling on finding that motivation, I highly recommend starting up your favorite essential oil, which, by the way, let me know down in the comments if you use essential oils, what your favorite scent is for this time of year. Like mine has always been lilac. I've had lilac in my essential oil diffuser for I think the last month, but also, light a candle or, whatever you're into. And sometimes it just gives you that extra boost that you need to either get started or to keep going.
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the air at that time. Don't know why. Always dream of you when spring comes. It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday.
Now finally moving on to decorating the kitchen sink area. I love decorating this space because I do spend a lot of time here, doing dishes or cooking. So hanging up this adorable garland that I found from Hobby Lobby and hanging up this cute little hanging with my peeps sign and hanging up just like a plain green wreath that I stuck some flowers in. And also I do apologize for the light quality. I will do kind of like an overview of everything at the very end. And also I got these wicker bunnies or woven bunnies from At Home, which, by the way, of all the stores that I went to, At Home definitely had the best selection of woven bunnies if that's what you're looking for. I also picked up this little tray from Hobby Lobby. I just love the wood look of it, and I'm going to use it to keep my cleaners on it, which I absolutely love. And I just decorated with some greenery and a grass covered bunny and did something similar next to the coffee maker. I just love using those natural earthy textures and tones for spring. And now moving on to an Amazon find. I love these cherry blossom trees. One, because they're absolutely gorgeous, and two, because they light up, and you guys know I love my twinkly lights, but also they are interchangeable for the season. So I can have them out for Easter and decorate them with these cute little eggs. And then once Easter is over, I can just take the eggs off and then I can leave them out for spring. How awesome is that? And I decided to put these cherry blossom trees up on the fridge with this adorable white rabbit with a pink ribbon. Which, by the way, do you decorate the top of your fridge? Because I heard that it's a Midwestern thing only. So is that true? Let me know down in the comments. And now I'm just wiping down at my 3-tier stand and getting it decorated. And I decided for the 3-tier stand to do more of like a traditional Easter look. So all of the bunnies and pastel colors. And I think it turned out super cute. And honestly, I just love decorating my 3-tier stand for every season. I just feel like you can get so creative with them. And on places like Amazon or Temu or Shein, I know that you can get like 3-tier stand like bundle packs where they give you like a bunch of different things to decorate your 3-tier stand with. And I just love having this stand in the corner of my kitchen and just seeing what I can come up with every season. And I do like that I stuck with like the more traditional pastel Easter colors. I just think it's really fun and cute. I will have to change it all once Easter is over, but oh well, at least it's cute for now.
Trees are in green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through.
And now we moved into the next day because, again, it was getting late and the light quality was definitely suffering. So I wanted to give everything a good vac mop downstairs and vac mop up all of the decor on the floor. And I also wanted to show you everything in the light. And I have to say, it felt so good to come downstairs and just seeing everything clean, and it smells really, really nice. And just seeing all of the new decor and the cute little bunnies, like it just made me so happy. And I'm so glad that I ended up changing up the decor for the season. And so I truly hope this gave you some motivation to get up and clean with me, to decorate your home really nice for the season with me, or to deep clean your home. Whatever makes you happy, I truly hope that you do that today. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of today's decor. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, loves.
I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. All of my problems. Only you move me to the rhythm. It ain't about fame, it ain't about fake friends. And screw your ex, is such a flake. Forget your grades, you need a break. It's all about you, no matter what the others say. But now I'm done talking, the lights on me. I tell you, I guarantee this night's about to take a turn for the better. Now the rain is pouring and all I see is lightning around my feet. Now nothing can bring me down. Only you move me to the rhythm.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kelly and I upload twice a week. Today's video is going to be a kitchen refresh and I am so excited because I just want to take everything down and give everything a good deep clean, but also I have a few different organization ideas that I want to try for like smaller spaces. So really excited for that. This is going to be the second video in my extreme spring cleaning series where I'm trying to go through my entire house, deep clean, declutter, reorganize, and just have everything ready for the warmer weather. And right now is a really great time to do that. I'm really excited to get started in the kitchen too, because while the kitchen can be really overwhelming, it is the heart of the home. And when I say that it can be really overwhelming, we're just gonna take this in steps. So even if you have to do this over the course of like a week or even a couple weeks, just go at your own pace, you do you. Probably gonna take me more than one day, but we're gonna get this kitchen done and let's jump into today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and then let's get up and let's get cleaning. So now getting ready to deep clean, our first step is to get all the cleaners out and get them ready. One product that I was really excited to try out was this Scrub Daddy paste that comes with this adorable sponge that has a more coarse side for deep cleaning and also a softer side for those more like delicate surfaces. Also using the Mrs. Meyer Compassion Flower scent, which I love. And then the next step is to mix up equal parts water and vinegar with some drops of essential oil to make it smell good as well. You can use whatever essential oils you like, but I've been playing around with mixing different essential oil scents, and I love mixing lemon with magnolia. I also really love using all natural cleaners, so this is a really good solution for me. Vinegar is such a powerful cleaning agent, especially if you want to put down like baking soda with vinegar. It really helps get deep stains out and degreases. Vinegar is a natural degreaser, it's affordable, and it gets the job done. And next I'm just showing you our new pots and pan set, which I am so excited about. You'll see in a minute. We were in desperate need of some new pots and pans and also baking sheets. Like ours were totally gross. So I'm just really excited to swap those out. Also from Amazon, I found a few things to use for storage and organization, like this straw organizer, which I thought would be really cute. Also this divider that I found from Amazon, again in the bamboo wood look. I feel like all of my organizers are bamboo, but I really love this one because it slides to fit. So it's like adjustable. And also you can take out like the little center pieces to make like the slots a little bit bigger. But I just thought that this organizer would be a really great way to organize my mountain of containers. But second thing I'm doing, and again, if you want to follow along with me here, Like sometimes people do better with instructions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you how I did it. If not, do whatever works for you, but I'm gonna go through the steps again. The first step is to get out all of your cleaners and prep whatever needs to be prepped. Step 2 is taking down decor and anything off of the countertops, and I do this so that nothing gets in my way and I have more space on my countertops for when we start pulling everything out of the cabinets and deep cleaning the countertops. I don't know, it's just annoying to have to keep like moving decor and like things out of your way. The only thing I left is my essential oil diffuser, but it just makes the kitchen smell so good. And I've said this before, but if you're struggling to find the motivation to clean, or you just have tons of cleaning to tackle and want that extra boost, I always start with my favorite scents. Whatever you love, essential oils, wax melts, candles, your favorite scented cleaner, it just instantly brightens my mood. And when the home smells clean, it makes me want to make it look clean too. But anyway, is anybody surprised that I have dishes in the sink and in the dishwasher too? So I just wanted to get these tackled first because I don't know, I just feel like I can't get work done in the kitchen if there's like dishes in the sink. So I'm just going to empty the dishwasher and then put the dishes in the dishwasher and get it started, because I also wanted to deep clean the dishwasher today. So I figure by the time that I circle back to the dishwasher, hopefully the dishes will be done so that I can, unload the dishwasher and then deep clean inside of the dishwasher. I haven't done my dishwasher since I think it was in the fall, in my fall deep clean. I tried to deep clean my dishwasher twice a year, and honestly it's always disgusting. Like the filter never disappoints, and I am obviously a pre-rinser. Like I always pre-rinse my dishes. Let me know in the comments if you pre-rinse your dishes, because I know I've heard that it's worse to pre-rinse your dishes, but I honestly don't see how. But I always pre-rinse my dishes, so it's honestly just beyond me how my filter just gets so nasty so quickly. But let me know down in the comments, are you spring cleaning today, or have you started spring cleaning? Are you going to start spring cleaning? I know that I started when the weather started warming up. I know everywhere it's a little bit back and forth with the weather. Like some places it's really, really cold, some places starting to warm up. I know that I don't typically like to start my spring cleaning until, the weather gets a little bit warmer. I know we've been having, like 60s and 75. I know right now today, the day that I'm doing this voiceover, it is 40 degrees outside. So it's still a little bit back and forth, but I like to do my spring cleaning when the weather starts warming up. But let me know down in the comments if you are spring cleaning and what you are working on, so that myself and this amazing community can cheer you on today. And so now we're going to go over the steps again. Step 1 is to get out all of your cleaners and to prep them. Step 2 is to get everything out of your way. And then step 3 is to pull everything out of your cabinets so that we can get inside and deep clean them. And I'm really excited to use this Bissell steam shot. I absolutely loved it. It was actually really affordable on Amazon, but it comes with a bunch of different attachments, so you can use it on pretty much anything. I mean, like your window, your floors, your couch, inside of your cabinets. But the next step is to get the inside of the cabinet swept out. And I'm using my little handheld vacuum that I got from Temu. And I did feature it in my Temu review video if you want to check that out. But this is a really, really handy tool to use just to get inside, these spaces. And instead of having to use my vacuum, because the last time that I did the deep clean inside of my cabinet, I actually think it was in my fall deep clean, but I had to like stretch the hose up, and it was just such a pain and it became very tiring. So anyway, long story short, it's really nice to have a handheld vacuum for this job. But anyway, so the first step to cleaning out my cabinets is to vacuum them out. And then after we vacuum them out and get out all of the crumbs, then I'm going to go in with my vinegar mixture and just give it a good spray, and then follow it up with my Bissell steam shot, which, by the way, this thing is legit. Like, it seriously just blasted away all of the dirt, and we had like a lot of sticky stuff inside of our cabinets. I'm not really sure what it was. Like, even in the cabinets that didn't even have food, just had this weird like sticky grime inside of them. But this Bissell steam shot, I mean, it just blasted it right away. And then after I'm done with like steam cleaning everything, then I'll go in, because it does leave behind quite a bit of water, I guess, from all of the steam. So then after I'm done steaming it, then I'll go in with my microfiber paper cloth and just wipe it dry. And it seriously left everything looking so clean. The only thing that I will say about the steam cleaner, well, I mean, honestly, with any steam cleaner for me anyway, is that it doesn't have a scent since obviously it's just water. And honestly, if I'm going to do all that work and clean, like I want it to smell clean too, which is why I really love using my vinegar mixture with the essential oils because, you know, it gave it like a really good scent. And then also following it up with my compassion flower scent on the outside of the cabinets, just to make everything smell really, really clean. But honestly, like this steam cleaner, like 10 out of 10, it was amazing. It really got the job done. And again, it's at a really affordable price. So I'll put it down in my description box for you just in case you are interested.
From high ground, keeps catching me every time I fall. He got me safe and sound, safe and sound. We just do what we do, ain't no joke about love. He's the one that I die for. Can't so long, side by side, can't believe that he is mine. We just do what we do,
And now that everything is clean, I'm just organizing everything back into the cabinets, starting with our pantry first. And if you're thinking to yourself that it looks a little bare, that's because it is. And that's because any deep cleaning I do in my kitchen, I do the day of or the day before we do a grocery trip, which I totally recommend, by the way, because it just makes it so much easier to clean when you're not having to, you know, like move a bunch of stuff around. I do have kitchen restock videos on my channel if you want to check those out so you can see how I restock and reorganize my pantry and my fridge too. But today we're rocking the bare minimum, which I'm actually really happy about for today's deep cleaning. But next we're moving on to putting back all of our mugs and all of our cups nice and organized, just putting everything back one cabinet at a time. And for our cups cabinet, I was really excited because on Amazon, I found this straw organizer, which I thought would be really helpful in organizing our metal straws. But seriously, isn't this thing just too cool? It comes with like little sticky backings that you stick inside of the cabinet. And I'm just kind of making sure that I have it right because once you have it on, like it's really, really hard to get off. But I just thought this was really neat and just a really fun way to organize the straws. And I also like that it's inside of the cup cabinet too, so that's easily accessible. But I don't know, I just was really excited about this. And I love using straws too, like for drinking coffee or like when I drink tea, because it like stains your teeth horribly. And straws really, really help prevent that. So I just love having the straws like inside of the cup cabinet now, and also saving up some space in the silverware drawer. And so I'm not having to like dig around the silverware drawer trying to find the straw that I want. But anyway, if you're interested, I'll have it listed in the description box for you. But now I'm just decluttering and organizing my baking goods, like my sprinkles and my icing dispensers, and also like my tea and hot cocoa stand, and just getting everything put back nice and organized before moving on to my spice cabinet. I didn't pull everything out all at once because, well, first, I only have so much counter space, but also I just kind of wanted to take things a little bit easier. Like I know usually when I, declutter or organize or do like a really deep cleaning, like I get really dramatic and I just like pull everything out. But honestly, today I was just wanting to take it at a little bit of a slower pace and just kind of slowly pull everything out, one by one, just so that it's not so overwhelming. Just seeing everything pulled out of the cabinets and like all over the countertops, I don't know, it can just be a lot. And so again, just a reminder to go at your own pace. You don't have to do this all in one day or even 2 days. The kitchen can be a very overwhelming space in the home to clean just because it's a space that we use most frequently. I mean, some of us every day. And so, with all the cooking, and you're gonna have lots of grease and dust and food crumbs and yeah, just lots of stuff to do. So just go at your own pace. And by the way, these spice jars and then the baking jars above them are seriously my favorite things, and I'll have those listed in the description box for you. But speaking of grease, we had a thick layer of grease and dust on top of the refrigerator. If you've been following me, you'll know that I literally just did this a month ago, but here we are again. I have no idea how or why grease travels up on top of my refrigerator, but just a friendly reminder, if you are deep cleaning your kitchen, you might want to check the top of your refrigerator. But now I'm just laying out some towels so that I can put the oven racks on them so that I can protect the surface of my island, which I totally recommend before deep cleaning the oven. And it was bad. So I was thinking I'm pretty sure that I cleaned this in my fall deep clean, but now I'm not so sure because it looks really bad. On top of it being totally disgusting, the element inside the oven just totally blew. I think it was last night. And literally it was so scary because I was about to put some food in, and all of a sudden I heard this huge bang inside of the oven and looked inside, and there was this white burn mark on the inside of our oven. And honestly, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get that white burn mark off. But right now I'm just taking out the element. It's just hooked in by a couple screws and then these two little clamps that you pull out. And then once I get the element out, which honestly, I'm happy that I was able to get it out because it allowed me to get in and really give the oven a really good deep clean without having to move, around the element. But I'm going to remember this in the future, when I do deep clean my oven, to just take the element out when I deep clean it, because honestly, it made it so much easier. And by the way, this paste is seriously legit. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get all of this stuff off, but I was just instantly seeing all of that grime and grease and everything just come right off. And I mean, honestly, it looked kind of disgusting. And I was honestly giving this oven everything that I have. I did have a few tough spots, and I pulled out this little scraper to get those little tough spots out. But honestly, it came right out. And again, this paste, I could not recommend it anymore. But the first thing that I did was I just vacuumed out the inside of the oven. And then I'm just going to put this paste on, and I'm going to let it soak. I'm going to put it on the microwave too, inside of the microwave, and just let it sit for a little bit before I clean it off. And so just another thing too, you might also want to vacuum the floors when you deep clean your oven, because there were just so many crumbs, not just from when I was vacuuming, but also when I was scraping all of that stuff off. I don't know, it just made the floors really, really messy. Also too, with this paste, so you're going to want to fill up a bowl of water, because I just kept dipping the sponge into the water and then dipping it into the paste. And then that's kind of how I made this coating layer. But I'm just going to spread it all around the oven and giving it a really good scrub, and then also letting it sit. Again, I absolutely love this paste. I highly, highly recommend it. I feel like it was a lot cheaper at the grocery stores, but I'll have it linked in the description box for you just in case your local grocery store doesn't have it. And when I was just looking at this bowl full of disgusting water and just seeing all the gross stuff it was pulling out from the oven, I was feeling really hopeful on what this paste could do for my oven racks, which these things are a problem. They are so gross, and I've tried deep cleaning them so many times, and I feel like they never look any better. So honestly, if this paste can make it even look 1% better, I will be very happy. I was also thinking too, is there a certain point where I'm supposed to replace my oven racks? Are you supposed to change them out every so years? Or, are you supposed to be able to, completely clean them? Because I can never seem to get these racks totally clean. So honestly, I'm kind of considering getting new ones. But to be honest, I mean, this paste did a really good job. You'll see in just a little bit, just the difference in the before and after. Again, I mean, it wasn't 100%, clean and sparkly like I'd want it to, but it still did look a lot better. And I also used this scraper that I use inside of the oven on the oven racks too. And that really did help kind of get up some of those those burn spots too, like those really, really tough spots. But I was like really going at this oven in this oven rack. Like I just was so determined to like make this look as new as I possibly can. And I'm starting to think that like maybe I should deep clean my oven like more than twice a year. Just so that it doesn't get so bad. It doesn't take so long for me to do this, because this was definitely the most time consuming part. But now I'm moving on to the microwave, which looks like something had literally just exploded in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out the turntable and like the little turntable ring. And I'm also going to vacuum the inside of the microwave too, just like the oven and the cabinets. And then once all the crumbs are gone, then I'm going to add a thick layer of paste. But speaking of crumbs, one thing that I do recommend when deep cleaning, like especially your kitchen, is when you clean, start from the top and then work your way down. So as you'll notice, we started like with the cabinets and the top of the fridge, and then we do the microwave and the oven. Like I wouldn't do the stovetop before I did the microwave, because obviously anything that I clean in the microwave is just going to fall onto the floor and onto the stovetop. So I mean, obviously the floors are going to be like the last thing that I clean. But yeah, just a tip, just in case you are deep cleaning with me. But now I am cleaning the turntable and the microwave just using my Dawn Power Wash with my Dawn scrub brush and scrubbing it in the sink and rinsing it clean. Honestly, this is like the fastest and easiest way to clean the turntable, especially when you have a lot of stuff caked on it. And then next for the paste, you don't want to let it sit for too long. If you do, you might want to use like a scraper because it really starts to harden, or I'm using my vinegar mixture, just spraying it on and then wiping it off. And honestly, this paste made really quick and easy work of the microwave. Also, this vinegar mixture works really, really well. Again, it is a natural degreaser, so I love using it for like the top of my refrigerator because it always seems to be like the greasiest, or, you know, inside of my oven, or you could use it on your cabinets or on your stainless steel. It just works really, really well at getting those areas nice and clean.
Can it just be us tonight? Under the night sky, gonna make my skin rise. Can it just be us tonight? Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Comes from the inside. Do you believe in magic? 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 Do you believe in
And here I'm just installing the new element that Amazon graciously delivered to us today, because I don't know what I would do without my oven. But now I'm rinsing off the paste from the oven racks. I know I said I was a little skeptical before on whether or not I was able to get these clean, but seriously, just wait until you see the end result. Like these racks look, I mean, they look almost brand new, and also the inside of the oven. But I mean, I really worked at them. Like I said, like this was probably the most time consuming part of this whole deep clean, was just cleaning out the oven and these racks. But seriously, 10 out of 10, so worth it. I am so happy with how it turned out. And after cleaning the stovetop, I'm just going to use this steamer to clean the vent on the oven door that gets caked with like grease and dust and crumbs. I've always used Q-tips to clean this, and I'd run through like 100 Q-tips and it still not be very clean. But this steamer, I mean, just cleaned it instantly. Like it's never honestly been this clean, probably since the oven was brand new. But yeah, I was very excited about that. Next, I'm moving on to my baking pans, which I am showing you a side-by-side of our old baking sheets and our new baking sheets. I do not know what's wrong with us. I don't know why I held on to those for so long. I guess I figured because like I just covered them with parchment paper or aluminum foil anyways, it didn't really matter. But not today. We are spring cleaning today. And for me, that means in with the new and out with the disgusting. But now I'm just cleaning off the little space under the oven where I keep the baking sheets and just tossing away those old disgusting baking sheets and only keeping the ones that are at least presentable.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody.
And after unloading the dishwasher and putting all the dishes away, I'm gonna get in there and give it a deep clean. And guys, my dishwasher was so gross. Honestly, I think my face just says it all. I mean, there was just so much gunk, and there was even like mold caked on the inside, like especially on that little floor mat. And again, I do not know how my dishwasher just gets so dirty. I mean, here's the filter. Like, it was just so gross. Because again, I'm a pre-rinser. I pre-rinse all of my dishes. And so I just don't see like how food is getting on the inside of my filter. So just a friendly reminder to pull out your filter and give it a good clean.
Just like we preach. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. We go the
So yeah, just scrubbing every single piece in the dishwasher, like especially this floor mat. Like, it didn't really come up on camera, but it was just caked in mold and was just so disgusting. But after getting all these pieces like deep cleaned and put back in place inside the dishwasher, I'm also going to run a deep clean cycle with Lemmy Shine's dishwasher deep cleaner. I don't know, it's kind of like a powder. I've used it for years, and you can use it once a month to keep your dishwasher clean, but you can't have any dishes or anything in there, which is why I wanted all the dishes to be done. But you just sprinkle it on the bottom floor, and then you just run a dishwashing cycle, and it does a really good job at just making the dishwasher smell really, really fresh. I don't really know how well it does, at actually cleaning the dishwasher, but it does at least make it smell really, really good. I'm also going to be using this same brand, Lemmy Shine's garbage disposal cleaner. I don't know how well this works, but it does make it smell so good. And when you put it in, you just turn on your garbage disposal and you'll see like the foam come up, and you'll even see too with it like gross yucky stuff from like inside of the garbage disposal come up with it too. But anyways, we are into the next day because again, the kitchen is a lot to clean, especially the oven. But right now I'm just pre-soaking our new pots and pans. I want to do this first so that I can just let them soak while I move on to something else. The first place that I wanted to tackle was inside of the island because this place gets really, really cluttered. I keep a lot of like my containers and serving trays, but also there was a lot of like seasonal stuff in there. I mean, like stuff from like Halloween and Valentine's Day and Christmas that needed to be taken out. I mean, honestly, for me, the island is just like a big dumping ground for like whatever. I don't know what to, put in there. But after getting everything pulled out, I just have everything just pulled out onto the island. But there was just so much stuff that I knew didn't honestly need to even be in the island. So I separated them in piles between the seasonal stuff that needs to be stored away and then the stuff that just needs to be put like in a different space in the kitchen. And then I'm going to follow the same routine as yesterday. So just vacuuming out the inside of the island, spraying it down with my vinegar solution, and then giving it a good steam.
It ain't about money, it ain't about the coolest job. It's about having fun and love the ones that makes you shine. It's all about you.
And now I'm just gonna sort through this bin, which is like packing supplies for Jaden's lunches. So I have like his lunch boxes and pretty much anything that I need for packing his lunches. I have like paper bags and toothpicks and Ziploc bags, and I just organize them all in this bin. Seriously, bins are the way to go when you have to organize like a bunch of random things. And then now I'm moving on to organizing my Tupperware. I have a ton of these, and honestly, this isn't gonna be as impressive because all of my Tupperware is being tied up in our meal prep right now. But I have a ton of containers of different sizes, and they just scatter all inside the island. There's really no organization to it. So that's why I really love this bamboo organizer that I found on Amazon, and I will have it linked in the description box for you. I just think it'd be a great way to organize storage containers, but I mean, it's so versatile. Like, you could use it for so many different things, and I also think it looks nice too.
I'm done talking, the lights on me. I tell you, I guarantee this night's about to take a turn for the better. Now the rain is pouring, and all I see is lightning around my feet. Now nothing can bring me down. I just wanna dance to my heart.
And I cannot tell you how excited I am for the new organization and to just have this space organized again. But I absolutely love this new Tupperware holder. Again, I'll have it linked in the description box for you. But I just decided to keep some like serving trays, some mixing bowls, some containers, and also just like some serving things that I use for when guests come over. But now I'm just rinsing off the pots and pans because now they are all clean. And then I'm going to go through the cabinets and just swap them out with the old ones, which if you think our baking sheets look bad, wait until you see our pots and saucepans.
I've been losing sleep, what to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine.
And now I'm just tossing out my saucepans that are like a million years old. I normally try to donate things, but I am not donating these. They are so old and gross. And they also like used to wobble on the stovetop when I would cook. I mean, they were just totally frustrating. And I'm just so in love with the new saucepans. And also it's really nice to have matching saucepans and pots too. I just think it looks so much nicer. At least they look a lot better than they did before. And I just love the wood look on the handle. But now moving on to my pots, which are also like 1,000 years old, and I'm just so excited to get rid of them and again just have matching pots and saucepans. But first I'm going to get my Lazy Susan cleaned out, which is where I keep my pots and saucepans. I just think it's really convenient having them here. I just think that it makes it a lot easier to grab them with like the turntable, and also it's right by the oven too, so it just makes it a lot easier to be able to grab them. But here's a look at our disgusting scratched up pots. Seriously, so excited to get rid of them. So just tossing those out and then replacing them with the new ones.
Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, wow. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, wow.
And now I'm just going to finish up by wiping down the countertops, the backsplash. I'm also going to clean the window too and the kitchen table, just freshen everything up and also redecorate for Easter and spring. Somehow the decorations look better in a clean kitchen. Even though we've done a lot, I still didn't get the entire kitchen done. Like, I still have a few like drawers, like our utensil drawer and our junk drawer and our paper drawer. There's a few drawers in the kitchen, and also like our big pantry. That's where we keep like all of our cooking supplies and everything. Like, I know it's a total disaster because that's definitely a dumping ground too. So I'm probably going to do that in a different part of this series. Probably when I do like the family room, and then eventually I move upstairs. I mean, we still have tons of cleaning to do. So eventually we will get to the pantry. I mean, but it's going to be a lot. There's a lot of organization that needs to be done in there. But now that I'm finished decorating and getting everything cleaned up, I'm just going to give the floors a good vac mop because there were just so many crumbs left behind from like the oven and the microwave and the dishwasher and also the cabinets too. But I truly hope this gave you some motivation to get up and deep clean with me. If it did, be sure to click the thumbs up button and subscribe and click the notification bell too so you don't miss any upcoming videos in this Spring Clean With Me series. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hey loves, so welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kelly and I upload twice a week. And today we are just jumping right into it because we are continuing on with part 3 of the Spring Clean With Me series I've been doing on my channel. So we're going to be doing lots of deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing in today's video. So I hope this gives you tons of motivation to get up with me and tackle whatever messes you have around your home. Like, I know the hardest part is just getting started. So just get up with me. Let's go. You've got this. You will feel so much better when you do. And if you're new to my channel, I am going throughout my entire home, room by room, space by space, deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing my entire home before the end of spring. And if you are not new to my channel, my dryer is fixed. So I have lots of laundry motivation for you in today's video. And as always, if you are having a hard time finding the motivation to get started today, let us know down in the comments what is on your to-do list so that myself and this amazing community can help cheer you on and give you that extra love and encouragement. One thing that I know always helps me get started is when I put on my favorite scents. And so I'm doing a mixture between lemon and magnolia because it just gives a really fresh spring scent. And guys, this essential oil diffuser is seriously legit. I know I've linked it a million times and I've talked about it about a billion times, but I just love this essential oil diffuser. It puts out some serious aromatherapy. So again, I'll have a link in the description box for you, but I love putting on my favorite scents because one, it just instantly uplifts my mood and makes me feel more motivated. And two, when the house smells nice and clean, it just makes me want to make it look nice and clean too. And for today's video, we are back in the kitchen. Of course, I have dishes to unload. So if you have dishes that are in your sink too, then let's go and let's get them done together. And just as a side note, if you are doing this Spring Clean With Me challenge, be sure to take some before and after pictures of whatever space you are decluttering or deep cleaning or reorganizing. Post them to Instagram and tag me. I'm at Kelly Hosbrook because one, it's just so incredibly satisfying and motivating to see those before and after pictures, but also so that I can see what you're working on and your transformations because I'm always curious and want to know, but also so that I can celebrate with you and cheer you on. So let's get up, clean with me, take those before and after pictures, tag me on Instagram, and let's spread some positivity and motivation today.
He got mad love, he got mad love. He's making me blow my mind and I can't stand the thought of being without him.
And so the first place that we're starting is in the kitchen, kind of continuing on from part 2. But the first place that I wanted to start is in my cleaning products, just to make cleaning a little bit easier today. This space is problematic for me at best. And really that's just because I love trying out different cleaning products and different cleaning scents. Like, you know, I love Mrs. Meyer cleaners. If you've been with me for a while, let me know down in the comments what your favorite Mrs. Meyer cleaning scent is to clean with this spring if you have one. But yeah, I mean, this cabinet was just filled with products that, you know, I tried and didn't love, or scents that I tried and didn't work out. And also there was like some weird like spaghetti splash or ketchup sauce on the cabinet. So, I mean, not only did it need to be decluttered, everything needed to be cleaned, including these drawers. Like this deep clean, it's not just going to be like, you know, a surface clean. Like we're actually going to pull out every single item, every single drawer, wipe everything down, get everything really clean and just completely reset and just try to make everything look like new again for that fresh start. Because that's what the spring cleaning series is all about. Just purging those things that we do not need or those things that we do not use, tossing those things that are just old or disgusting, and just bringing in something that is new and fresh. Like from my last video, my old baking sheets were like the first thing that popped in my head. They were so disgusting. But yeah, I mean, just purging the things that you do not need anymore and creating a fresh space. Not just so that we can enjoy the summer months that are ahead, which I am so excited for. You guys know I'm a summer girly, but also because there is such a connection between physical clutter and the messes in your home and how you feel. And like I said, I am a summer girly through and through, and the winter months have always just been the hardest for me, and at least definitely my least productive months for sure. And I had a lot of messes in my home starting out this series, but so far we have tackled the garage and we've done most of the kitchen. And even though it doesn't seem like I've done a whole lot, it has made me feel so much better seeing these spaces clean and reorganized and just more functional. But now that my cleaning products are decluttered and organized, I'm moving on to these clear stackable drawers, which I absolutely love these for organizing like my dish pods and my gloves and my magic erasers. I got them on Amazon, so I'll have them linked in the description box for you, but I 10 out of 10 recommend them. I think that they are perfect for like under the cabinet storage organization and great for like smaller spaces, but you could totally use them to like organize your makeup products or like your toiletries. Or I feel like these would even be really great in like helping organize jewelry or your accessories. I don't know, I just feel like they're so versatile, but I wanted to take everything out of them so that I can give the drawers like inside of them and the outside a really good wipe down before restocking them for everything I need for this deep clean.
Girl, you should wear a name tag. That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. 'Cause I need you on the dance floor.
Now the cleaning products are decluttered and organized and looking so much better, I wanted to move on to cleaning the inside of the cabinet as well as the outside too. I'm not going to steam the inside of these cabinets. I don't know. I just thought it would be best because there were so many like loose wires hanging around. I didn't want to damage anything. So I'm just going to give it a good wipe down. And also I'm going to give the cabinets a good wipe down too, which I want to paint these cabinets as part of like the spring cleaning, because as you can see, there's like some paint that's chipping off in certain places because I wipe these cabinets down every single day. Yes, I love my white cabinets, but they can be a pain to kind of keep up with. And of course, I would love to paint the cabinets today because the chips are just driving me absolutely crazy, but it is time consuming. If you've ever painted cabinets before, you'll know. So I decided to wait until we redo our pantry, which I am so excited for. But here's a look at our pantry before. Like, not only is it a total disaster, but it is such a large space and I feel like it's not utilizing that space well for like storage. So we're gonna take off the pantry doors. We're gonna make it part of the kitchen, if that makes sense. We're gonna DIY some cabinets underneath and put some shelves in there and, you know, just something different than these like ugly wire racks, and just make it look really, really nice and better for storage. So we are going to be DIYing that in this spring cleaning series. So be sure you have your notifications turned on because you definitely do not want to miss that video. And next we're moving on to the junk drawer. I know every home has one. So right now, walk over to your junk drawer, pull every single item out and declutter it with me. I love having this drawer organized, you know, just in case I need to quickly find a pen or I need to find a Post-it note and write something down. Or if Jaden has like an important paper from school, I need a magnet to hang it on the fridge. It just makes it so much easier when this drawer is organized. But also, it is a catch-all space, so I feel like the most random stuff ends up in this junk drawer. So I'm just going through every item one by one, immediately just tossing anything that's trash. And then I separated them into two piles. One pile is, to distribute it throughout the house, wherever the item actually belongs. And then whatever else I want to keep in the junk drawer is in the other pile. And what I keep in the junk drawer, like I said, is usually just Post-it notes and pens, a stapler, some scissors, just those little things that you might need quickly on hand. And then before I organize everything back into the drawer, I'm going to give the drawer a good deep clean, first by spraying it with my half and half vinegar solution with some essential oils. And then I'm going to follow it up with my steam cleaner, which, guys, I love this steam cleaner. I'll have it linked in the description box. I used it a lot in my last video. And I love this so much because, one, I love using all natural cleaners just because I clean a lot. And two, it just works really, really well at like blasting away all the dust and dirt and like any like sticky gunk that's built up. It comes with a lot of different brush attachments, so you can use it, in your cabinets or on your windows or your countertops or your floors, your couch. I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless with this thing, but it really does clean it so well and leaves everything so sparkling clean. But now I'm going to get everything organized back into the drawer organizers. And I've said this before, and, kind of going back to the pantry as well, sometimes it's not really about how much stuff you have, it's about how you organize it. And, you don't need to go out and spend, a bunch of money on, different organizing solutions. Sometimes it's just a simple, drawer organizer, or that I love to use bins to organize, or like the fun DIY project that we're gonna do in the pantry. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just reorganizing a space. And that's why I love pulling every single item out when I'm deep cleaning and, decluttering and reorganizing, just because, one, it does make it a lot easier to go in and give everything a good wipe down. But also it does make it a lot easier to reorganize a space when you see that blank slate. And also just making sure that you're only putting back the things that you want to keep in that space too. And finally, moving on to my last set of drawers, and following the same routine, just using my handheld vacuum to suck out any crumbs, and then using my half and half vinegar solution to spray the drawers, and then steaming the inside of the drawers and wiping it clean. I'm also going to vacuum out the inside of this silverware organizer, and I decided to use my multi-surface cleaner to wipe it clean instead of the steam cleaner, just because I feel like the wood is a little bit more delicate, and I really love it, so I did not want to damage it, which I believe I got this from Amazon, so I'll have it linked in the description box for you just in case you're interested. And the last drawer that I wanted to tackle that needed a deep clean and also a really good declutter is my paper drawer, which, if I'm honest with myself, it's really just a second junk drawer, but it's just where I keep all of like Jaden's important papers from school or, important mail. But it does end up with just a lot of random stuff in there. So I wanted to get everything pulled out and decluttered. I do have like a file organizer for all of those important papers. So just getting those papers organized into the file organizer, tossing just things that we don't need, and also just creating two separate piles for things, that I want to keep into that drawer, and also the things that need to be distributed, to other places in the home, and then put everything back nice, tidy, and organized.
Guess mystery loves company. Better to late than never.
And now I'm just giving the outside of the drawers a good wipe down using the Compassion Flower multi-surface cleaner from Mrs. Meyer. And honestly, it's one of my favorite scents. It made the entire kitchen smell so good. But next I wanted to give the window a good deep clean, especially like the tracks. There was so much like grass and dirt. So I'm using my handheld vacuum to just like suck out any debris, and then following it up with my Bissell Steam Shot, which I was most impressed with how this cleaned cleaned the windowsill. It had like one of those angle attachments too that I thought that I would need for like the cracks and crevices, but honestly, like the brush did really, really well. But I mean, it instantly like blasted the dirt like right out of the cracks and the crevices. And you know, like windowsills can be really, really gross, especially on the outside and the inside. Like they can build up like mold, which mold builds up really, really fast, like on the inside and the outside of our windowsills, especially like during the more hot and humid months. But I think because maybe I haven't done it a while is maybe why mold built up inside there. Honestly, I really don't know why there was mold there, but it was really, really gross. And I'm just really, really happy that the Bissell Steam Shot worked so well on cleaning the windowsills. Like honestly, I did this so fast. It was so easy and it just worked so well. And I've never seen my windowsills look so clean. So I'll have this list in the description box for you just in case you are interested. But I 10 out of 10 recommend it, especially for windowsills.
Just say the word. Everywhere we go, we'll turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it. Just say the word. Everywhere we go, we'll turn to paradise.
And I have to say, it feels really, really good to have this space clean because obviously I spend a whole lot of time over here, you know, doing dishes and things. And so it just feels so much nicer to have everything look a lot brighter and a lot cleaner. But now I'm moving on to my refrigerator. I wanted to give everything a good deep clean. I usually clean out my refrigerator once a week, but it's usually kind of like a quick surface clean. I don't normally usually like pull every single item out, like all of the drawers and all of the organizers and everything, but we are doing that today. So I'm taking out like literally everything from the refrigerator, like pulling out everything that I can and just giving it a good clean inside the sink. So basically all of the drawers and all the organizers and all of those shelves that are on the side refrigerator door are going to get a really good scrub. And so I decided, since they were so gross too, just to clean them in the sink using my Dawn power wash. But first I'm going to let my drawer organizers soak while I move on to taking all the shelves off of the refrigerator door and giving those a good scrub too. I kind of knew those are going to be pretty bad just because that's where we store like all of our sauces, but there was also like this really weird green sticky residue that was in like the cracks of those shelves. So honestly, I'm just really happy I decided to actually take those shelves off instead of just wiping them out on like inside the refrigerator. But yeah, anyway, just scrubbing all of the shelves and then just letting those dry while I wipe down the inside of the fridge. And then I'll also be cleaning this weird vent that's at the bottom of my fridge, which honestly, I don't know if I've actually ever cleaned because it was like really, really gross, but just wait.
It ain't about the coolest job. It's about having fun. And love the ones that makes you shine. It's all about you. No matter what the others say. But now I'm done talking the lights on me. I tell you, I guarantee this nice spot will take a turn for the better.
And so now just wiping down the inside of the refrigerator, starting with the refrigerator door. And it had just like a really weird mix of like lemonade that was spilled down the side door the day before. And so it was like really, really sticky. There's also lots of sauces and also that really weird green sticky residue that was in the cracks and crevices. So just getting all of that wiped clean. And I like to use my Mrs. Meyer cleaner for the inside fridge. One, because it uses all natural cleaners, which I absolutely love, but also it smells really, really good too, because refrigerators can definitely build up an odor just from, you know, like food being in there. So I love using a cleaner that has just a really, really nice scent. And the Compassion Flower scent definitely made the entire refrigerator smell so fresh and clean. And also just did like a really good job at getting like all that sticky residue like off of the side doors and off of like the glass shelves. But anyway, so now I'm just wiping down the bottom of the refrigerator. When I wipe things down, like especially the refrigerator or shelves or things like that, I always start at the very top and then I work my way down. Just because obviously like anything that I'm wiping down at the top, like if there's any crumbs in the refrigerator, it's just going to end up on the bottom shelf, which there were a lot of crumbs like at the bottom of the refrigerator and also like in these bottom drawers too. So just getting all those cleaned out and wiped down. And there were a lot of crumbs that ended up on the floor like after I cleaned out the refrigerator. So if you are cleaning out your refrigerator with me, you might want to keep a vacuum on hand. Honestly, it probably would have been easier and better if I just would have like used my handheld vacuum to like suck out the like crumbs from the inside of the refrigerator. Honestly, don't know why I didn't do that, but I'm just glad that it's clean now.
Yeah, proof. Those who wait never. I've been hungry for affection, baby. Best believe that you got my attention, baby. Now I see you're there in my reflection. You're a part of me, a missing piece. Hide and seek till I found you. Oh, I found you. Oh, I found you. Yeah. Hide and seek till I found you.
And so now that the refrigerator is smelling fresh and looking nice and clean, I'm gonna move on to that little weird like vent thing that's at the very bottom of my refrigerator or whatever it is. I don't even know if it's a vent, but it was really, really gross and just like caked in grease and dust and dog hair. So I don't know, it was just really gross. And this ended up being a really satisfying clean. I used my brush attachment on the vacuum. I feel like that's what worked best, like getting into like the grooves of the vent. And then I just like blasted away the dust and the grease with the steam shot. And it just did a really good job at like blasting away like the grease and the dust that was like caked in between like the vent grates. And I'm not gonna pull out the refrigerator in this video. Like usually I do that for my spring cleaning. I know I also need to do under the stove too, but Tyler was actually working on this day, so I knew I probably needed his help to kind of move around like the heavier appliances. So we will get to that, you know, at some point in the spring cleaning series. But I mean, this is going to be, you know, a true, you know, deep clean of the entire home. So I'm honestly just kind of taking this like one space at a time and really hyper focusing on those spaces that really need to be deep cleaned and really need to be decluttered or reorganized. And just making sure that everything looks the way that I want it to and everything looks really, really clean. And honestly, like everything that we've done in just even today's video alone is easily a week, maybe even two's worth of cleaning. So do not put pressure on yourself to get all of this done in one day. I just did it so that, you know, I can give you some extra motivation for when you go to deep clean your home. So yeah, I just want that to be said, to just, you know, kind of take it at your own pace. This does not need to be done, you know, all in one day. But moving on to the sliding glass door that leads out to our backyard, it was just totally gross. And again, another very satisfying task. I love when you can just like physically see the changes. So like something as instant as like cleaning a bunch of dirt off is very satisfying and will definitely motivate you to keep going and cleaning other things. Like when we get into the family room, I'm like pulling out the couch and like the fireplace stand and cleaning behind those and vacuuming inside the couch and steam cleaning the cushions. So I feel like honestly, just like the whole spring cleaning thing is really getting to me and making me feel so much better. And honestly, just so grateful to have a home to clean. But also with spring sports happening and our schedules getting way busier going into summer, I really just wanted to get the house back together and just have it looking better than ever.
Ooh, getting caught in the mist is so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite.
And now just moving into the family room, actually really excited to deep clean this area just because we do spend a lot of time in here. So I definitely know that it needed it for sure. But also I was really excited to see how the Bissell Steam Shot was going to steam clean the couch, and also just like vacuuming under the couch cushions and underneath the couch, and getting up all those crumbs is always just, again, another one of those really satisfying tasks for me. But first I wanted to take off like all of the decorative throws from the couch, and then this is the point that I realized that I still had a ton of laundry that I needed to get to. And so heading into the laundry room to swap out the laundry that's in the washer, and then washing those throw blankets, because I just figured that by the time I was finished with deep cleaning the couch that the throws will be done and clean and smelling fresh too. And honestly, there's just no better feeling than cuddling up with a clean and fresh blanket.
Without shame, we own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know.
And as I mentioned before, when I do a clean, I like to go from top to bottom, like especially when you're cleaning things like your ceiling fans or your light fixtures, because obviously when you're dusting those and you're wiping them down, like all that dust is gonna fall like right below them. So I wanted to give this a good wipe down, and also I wanted to give a good wipe down to all of like the wall decor before I started, deep cleaning the couch, just because I knew, whatever dust was on the wall decor or on the ceiling fan was gonna end up on the couch. So just giving everything above the couch a good wipe down before, moving on to the couch and pulling off all the couch cushions and, vacuuming underneath. I usually do this about twice a year for my spring clean and my fall clean, which I feel like the routines are, pretty similar. But honestly, it really wasn't as bad as what I was expecting. I mean, it was definitely pretty bad. There were lots of crumbs, and I also found in the couch cushions some of those like vampire teeth left over from Halloween. So just getting all of those solid objects picked up, and then I'm going to go in with my vacuum and just like get all of those crumbs sucked up. And then after that, we'll actually like pull apart the couch and vacuum underneath. Again, this is a very satisfying part of like my spring cleans and also my fall cleans, because I mean, just the amount of crumbs and, dog hair and random objects, I feel like it's always comical, like what you find under the couch cushions, because I feel like everything ends up under there. But I mean, just with all of the crumbs, it just feels really, really good to have all of that swept up. But also, one of the most satisfying things for me is seeing fresh vacuum lines on the couch. Like, I don't know why. Like, it just makes the entire family room look so fresh and clean. But now I'm going to start pulling apart our sectional couch. There are 3 pieces to our sectional, and they are not light at all. They were super heavy. So it was definitely a workout in itself just getting all of it done. But that's why I say cleaning is my cardio. And speaking of cleaning is my cardio, just in case you missed it, I recently opened up my new store with exclusive merchandise of my own creation for when you are cleaning or decluttering, organizing, being a boss mom, whatever you are doing that day. You can find the store by going to my YouTube channel, or I'll have it linked down in the description. But right now we're offering 25% off everything. The sale ends soon, so be sure to pick up your merchandise today. And a big thank you to everyone who has already supported the launch of the new store. Seriously, your guys' support means so much to me, and without you, I would not be able to do all of this. So again, I'll have it linked in the description box, or head on over to the YouTube page and shop today. And as expected, the underneath of the couch was so gross. There was just lots of crumbs and dust bunnies and a random sock and batteries. So just getting everything like picked up. And then also I'm going to give like the baseboards a good wipe down too, just getting them all dusted. And then I'm going to follow it up with a good vac mop of the floors. And so before moving the couch back, I decided to vacuum the back part of the couch. Since we have a fabric couch, I just know that dust can easily get embedded in the fabric. And I'm using the brush attachment on my vacuum, which has like that rubber grip spin brush. I think its original design is to like get up dog hair, which we have 2 large dogs, so I just love using this tool to get their fur up like off of the couch and off of their beds and like off of the stairs. But it also works really well at pulling a dust up from the fabric too.
Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely, getting back to the old me. It's kinda nice to feel free. I thought this was over, thought I could control it. But if I speak the truth, I ain't over you. I was feeling sober until you came up now. I don't know what to do. I ain't over you. I ain't over. I ain't over. No matter what I do, I ain't over you. Give it time, things
And so again, just using that bristle brush attachment to pull up all the dust and the crumbs from both sides of the cushions. And our couch has a lot of cushions and they're all like different sizes. So you can't really like move them around at all, which I hate because trying to figure out where everything goes is like playing Tetris. But seeing those fresh vacuum lines on the couch and the cushions honestly was just so motivating and satisfying. But steam cleaning it took that feeling up to 100. And couches can get really gross too. And steaming it helps just like get rid of like the dust mites and the germs and the allergens, which honestly, all of this dusting today has me feeling so good because all of the dust has just been killing me lately. And we also have a few spots on the couch where food or drinks have spilled, which luckily we have a darker colored couch, so it really doesn't show up that well. But the steam shot got those spots right up too. I do want to get a new couch soon. I think I talked about this like 6 months ago, but I'm really wanting to get a white couch just to like brighten and freshen up the space a little. And I also feel like my seasonal decor and like my seasonal pillows would look a lot better with like a lighter colored couch. But since I'm wanting white and we do have dogs and a kid, I do want to get one of those couches that have like a removable, seat covers just so that I can take them off and wash them just in case something gets spilled on them. I've seen them before, but I can't seem to find them to like actually purchase in store. So if you have something like that, let me know down in the comments because I'm definitely on the hunt for one.
'cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy.
And now I'm just using Clorox's Free and Clear Disinfecting Mist to disinfect all of the decorative seasonal throw pillows. And then right on time, the throw blankets were done drying. So I'm going to take those downstairs. But first I wanted to throw in a new load of laundry so that we can keep this laundry train going.
You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause
And so now the couch is completely clean and looking amazing. I'm just going to finish it up by spraying Mrs. Meyer's freshener in the scent Honeysuckle, which I love using to freshen up the couch and freshen up the bedding. I mean, it just has a really uplifting scent. Next, I'm going to vacuum the rug. We have a faux fur rug, so I don't usually like steam clean this rug. I'll spot clean it if I need to. Right now it's okay, so I did just want to give it a quick vacuum, and then I'm going to follow the vacuum up with just spraying on some of that Clorox disinfecting mist, which does not have a scent, by the way. So just to freshen up the rug a little bit, I like to spray some of that honeysuckle room freshener. And seriously, the entire living room, it just smelled so amazing by this point. But now I wanted to go and declutter some of the these little bins that I have underneath my coffee table. It just has like a lot of like different electronics. We have coasters in there, different like charging cables and different like gaming things for my son. So I wanted to get everything decluttered and, you know, put back where it belonged, because honestly, it was just like turning into a hot mess to the point to where I couldn't find the right charging cable that I was looking for. I couldn't find the TV remote very easily. So I'm just going to get this decluttered and only put back the things that I want to keep in there.
You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be I bet you think that I should calm down and that I'm overthinking everything about you.
It seriously just gave me such a burst of energy and motivation just seeing how clean and fresh that the living room was looking. So now I'm going to move on to like the TV and the TV stand area. First, I'm going to start by just taking off all the decorations just so that they don't get in our way. And then I'm going to first wipe down the TV, just starting at the top and working my way down. And I love using Screen Mom screen cleaner just because it is 100% organic and it really leaves everything looking really, really clean and streak free. But now I'm going to struggle moving the TV stand out of the way. And as usual, there were just lots of bugs and dirt and tennis balls, I guess, that the dogs had pushed underneath the TV stand. So I'm just going to get all of this cleaned up first.
You be trusted. Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kind of makes me go crazy. But we should take it slow. Work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't want to get hurt.
And so now that everything is looking nice and clean and fresh, I wanted to tackle all of the DVDs and Blu-rays that we have in these cubbies because they were a hot mess, like literally no organization. And we had a ton of discs that were left outside their cases. So I'm just going to pull everything out, dust inside the cubbies because I know it's really dusty in there. It's been so long since I last cleaned in here. And then getting all of the discs organized back inside their cases. And while I'm doing that, I decided to also organize them into two separate piles. One pile being like our movies, and then the other pile is like our TV show box sets and movie box sets, just to help keep everything organized and so we can help find what we want to watch a little bit easier.
Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, we should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Maybe when I love you,
And now switching over what is finally my last load of laundry. It feels so good to have empty laundry baskets again, but I did take a little bit of a break. I was a lot of cleaning. This took me all day to do. I just had a little bit of dinner, but now I'm just gonna finish up by vac mopping the floors. I absolutely love my vac mop. I am so grateful for it to be able to vacuum and mop at the same time, especially since we have hard floors. It just makes cleanup so much easier. I'll have the one that I have listed in the description box for you, but I just absolutely love mine. And I vac mop my floors every single night, and it's just like almost like this weird routine that I have to see like that yucky gross water at the end of the night. It is just so satisfying, and honestly I feel like it helps me sleep a little bit better too.
You could go 100 days without really doing anything and still have the right to say I'm so incredible. Oh yeah, I'm lovable, 'cause it's not in the performance, no. There's nothing that you hold, I'm so feel no need to explain. I'll say it all again. Now you don't have to show them anything. I know it's so frustrating. Can't take yourself out the equation. Can't wait longer than your own patience. Can't wait longer than your own patience.
And so now I'm just going to fold the 37 loads of laundry that I did today. Like, I am so bad at that. Like, I feel like I can wash clothes all day long, but then when it comes to actually sitting down and folding the clothes, like, I just can't be bothered. So that's what I do. I'll just wash clothes all day long and just kind of let them accumulate in the basket. And then at the very end of the night, I'll sit down on the couch and I'll turn on a show or I'll turn on like a movie and just kind of make it part of my me time. But anyway, I truly hope this video helped give you some motivation to get up and clean with me today, tackle whatever is on your to-do list. If it did, be sure to click the thumbs up button for me because it really helps out my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And also be sure to turn your notification bell on so you do not miss any upcoming videos in this series, because we definitely have a lot of cleaning and decluttering and organizing up ahead. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, loves.
Got me high above, like the sun by the moon, he's a star, baby, I'm lighting up, like a fool, it's true, it's true. He's making me blow my mind and I can't stand the thought of being without us. I'm being honest, y'all, I'm being honest. We just do what we do, ain't no joke about love. He's the one that I die for. Dance along side by side, can't believe that he is mine. We just do what we do, my love, my heart is beating. Only you move me to the rhythm.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kelly and I love making cleaning, decorating, decluttering, and homemaking videos, and I upload twice a week. Today's video is going to be a get it all done with me. I just need to get some things done around the house that I've been putting off. Also, with the weather warming up, which I am so excited for, by the way, I'm just gonna be doing some work outside. So like cleaning up the yard, cleaning up the patio. Also have some DIY projects, which I'm so excited to share with you. So definitely tons of things on the to-do list today. So I truly hope this motivates you to get up, tackle whatever is on your to-do list today, tackle whatever messes that you have around your home. I know I definitely have a few. So be sure you are subscribed, and then let's get started.
I've been hungry for affection, baby, best believe that you got my attention, baby, now I see
So first thing, I wanted to do a really quick tidy of the inside of the home before moving outside and cleaning up things out there, which we had a ton of things to do outside. So I really didn't want to spend too much time on cleaning up the inside of the home. So I'm just doing like a really quick tidy of those spaces that really make me feel like the entire house is clean. So just like resetting the kitchen table from this morning, doing the dishes always, resetting the family room. And also I'm going to be throwing in a little laundry because we still don't have a working dryer. So honestly, doing one load a day right now is what's keeping us alive. But I'm doing this all really quick, like probably within an hour, because I was just so excited to get outside. It was supposed to be sunny all day long, 75 degrees, which is better weather than we normally have. And I know I've said this before, but I am a summer girly through and through, and I am just so happy to see winter go and just be able to spend more time outside. Like I know for sure, I definitely don't spend as much time outside during the colder seasons as I normally would like to. And just being outside and being in nature just does so much for my overall mood. I mean, honestly, like I love reading my books outside, or like working in my garden, or taking the dogs for a walk, or hiking, which if you've watched my first few videos here on YouTube, you'll see I have a lot of footage of me and Luna walking around outside. But anyway, that's just a long way of me saying that I was really excited to spend some time outside today and just do some deep cleaning on both the porches and the outdoor furniture. I know is probably definitely gross. I also wanted to get an early start on weeding, seeding, mulching, you know, all the things, redecorating, and just getting everything looking fresh and reset for spring. But the two things that I am most excited for today is one, after many years of wanting one, I got some bird feeders to fill and hang. And one thing you should know about me is I love my birds. I've actually been really thinking about getting one of those bird feeders that has like a camera in it so that you can like watch the birds through your phone. Like I personally think that would be the coolest thing ever. And I could totally show you the footage of my birds if that's something that you would want to see. But yeah, I just got some normal bird feeders, which I am really excited about. But let me know down in the comments if you have one of those bird feeders with a camera in it and if you like it, because I'm definitely thinking about getting one. And then two, Tyler is DIYing me a vegetable garden, which is something else that I have been wanting to do for years. And I just think it'd be so nice to grow my own vegetables. And I don't know, I just think it'd be kind of cute. Like if I need a pepper, I could just go out my backyard and pluck a pepper. And I don't know, I just think it'd be so fun. Like I just love planting flowers. I used to have a ton of orchids. Like I had 5 altogether and I kept them alive for years and have always just wanted to grow my own vegetables. And I just think it'd be fun too to get my kiddo involved and be kind of like a learning experience for him too. But first we need to finish clearing off the counters and getting the kitchen cleaned up, which we got this new air fryer. I'm sure you saw I just put it away, but I've used it a few times now. And honestly, I do not know why I didn't get one sooner. Like it's a total game changer and just makes dinner so much easier. And I do have a recipe for the air fryer that I'll show you like a little bit later on in the video, but it's like a stuffed chicken recipe. And I was honestly so exhausted after today that I just could not even think about making dinner. And this recipe was so yummy, but also so quick and easy. Like I think it only took me about 30 minutes, you know, altogether. But anyway, now moving into the family room, which the kitchen is the first space that I go to when I want to quickly make the home look tidy and clean. The second space is definitely the family room, which we had a bit of a family movie night last night and also had a Pokemon battle. So just getting that cleaned up. And then I'm just going to wipe down the coffee table and reset the couch so that everything looks tidy and clean.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking
And now just throwing in my one load of laundry for the day, which if you are looking for the secret to keeping up on laundry, I really feel like one load of laundry is it. I just have noticed that ever since I started doing the one laundry a day since our dryer broke, it has just been a game changer for me. And I feel like I haven't fallen behind on laundry since my dryer broke, funnily enough. But now I'm moving on to, I noticed that my laundry bin needed to be reorganized. And I know I've said this before, but I do not like the look of plastic packaging. And so I store like all my laundry products in these glass jars. And I just think it's just a really nice way to be able to store things. I feel like it just takes up less space. And also I can easily see if I need a refill on them. So just a tip, if you're looking for a new way to organize and store your laundry products, I really just feel like glass jars and bins are the way to go.
I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
And one thing that I've been putting off is taking down the snowmen that I DIY'd for my son's room in my Christmas Decorate With Me. I honestly have no idea why this took me so long to do, but I figure since now we're getting into like the 75-degree weather, that now would be a good time to just take them down. But I used this felt with like sticky backing. I got it from Amazon. But it left this like black residue behind and it was so hard to clean off. But you could still see like the outline of the eyes and the mouth and the buttons. It was honestly like Frosty was not ready to melt. But I first tried my Mrs. Meyer's cleaner, which did not work at all. So I switched to my Mr. Clean sponge, which did get it off with a lot of scrubbing. Like honestly, this took me about 30 to 45 minutes to do. Which honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have just used Goo Gone. Probably would have been a lot easier, but Mr. Clean seems to be always like the first thing that comes to my mind. But I don't know. Either way, I'm just happy it's off the door now.
All of a sudden, you're the first to come. Always there to help and listen.
And so now that we have the inside nice and clean, before moving to the outside of the home, we needed to go out to Home Depot and pick up some wood for the vegetable garden. Also need to pick up a bunch of mulch so that we can freshen up our mulch bed. Honestly, there's no better feeling than having a fresh mulch bed. And we also stopped at Menards too to look at some like patio furniture covers because I feel like they have like the best selection and also the best prices too. Like I was looking on Amazon and some of their prices were just out of this world, but all of their cushion covers are $8, which is a steal. And they were all like different colors and just really cute too. But now we are home and our mulch bed is looking pretty rough. So the first thing I want to do before laying mulch down is just to pull up all of the weeds. And I love the red mulch that we use. We got it from Menards. I feel like they have the best deal on mulch, but I love the red mulch because our shutters are painted red, our door is painted red, and I don't know, I just love that it's really bright and vibrant and it just like matches the shutters and the doors really, really well. And also I laid down a lot of mulch. Like I think I used 10 mulch bags on this just because I really like the more like chunky, like the fuller mulch look. I don't know if I'm alone on that, but our mulch bed was definitely looking pretty rough and the red color was just not doing itself justice because it was just so faded after a year. But just wait until I lay it down. It just looks so good. And also when I mulch, I usually also plant flowers at the same time. I end up doing this a little bit earlier in the year. So I'm not going to plant any flowers. The reason that I'm doing this so early is I just wanted to get everything like reset and ready for like when we start to plant flowers, because I know that everything's going to start getting busier. Like I know with spring sports coming up, like we have spring soccer starting next week, and also spring basketball is starting soon too. So I know that very soon our weekends are going to be very crunched for time. So I wanted to go ahead and just get like all of like the big things out of the way so that when it does get warmer and, you know, we do have our last frost, which I feel like we're in Ohio. I feel like our last frost, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is after Mother's Day. I don't know. That's like what I've always heard is that the safest time to plant flowers or most vegetables is after Mother's Day. That's just kind of what I've heard. But anyway, so not planting any flowers and not planting any vegetables in my new vegetable garden, which I'll show you in just a little bit. Right now, Tyler is building it, but just doing what I can do, before our schedules get really, really busy. And I will show you kind of like the flowers and, keep you updated on the vegetables if that's something that you want to see. I won't do like another whole dedicated video of me planting flowers, but I will just kind of show you, a little bit of what I do because I just love doing flowers. I love doing little floral arrangements. I just think it's so much fun. Also, if you have any tips on vegetable gardens, definitely let me know down in the comments because this is my first year doing it. I'm a little nervous. I've done a lot of research. But again, if you have any tips or, things that you learned or, things that you wish you would have known when you first started, they would be much appreciated down in the comments. And next I want to get started on seeding the yard, which we have the worst soil here. Like, I don't know what it is, but what works best for us is this Schultz grass seed mix, which I also love too, because you can plant it in really early spring, which is what it is right now. And so what I do is I just rake up like the bald spots and I put like a concentrated mixture of the seeds on the bald spots. And then whatever is left over, I'll just throw into my seeder and just seed the entire yard. But I love this stuff because it really works really, really well. And our yard is always in really rough shape at the beginning of spring. And it just works really, really fast too. Like, it usually takes just a couple days. Like, just within 2 days, we start to see like new grass growth, which is incredible because again, we have terrible soil here. So definitely 10 out of 10 recommend.
They don't know you like I do. Like I do. They don't know you like I do. Oh, no.
So not planting flowers today, but I at least wanted to pull up all of like the old dead flowers. Like, I think that these were mums that were planted in last fall. And also I wanted to till up the dirt that they were in, which I read that you have to change your soil once every 2 years because the soil tends to lose nutrients. Just an FYI tip, because I actually recently learned that. And then also getting rid of like our old hanging plants and just getting everything freshened up and ready for the new spring flowers. It has definitely been a long winter for our porch and it was just looking a little blah. So I'm just taking every single item off of the porch just because first I wanted to give it a good power wash, which by the way, power washing is just so satisfying. Like, the amount of dirt that I was pulling up from the patio and from the bench and the furniture from out back, like, it was seriously just so satisfying just seeing all of that dirt being washed away. And then when it dries, like, just seeing how, bright it originally once was. So definitely very satisfying. Also, there were like a ton of cobwebs in the corners, so just blasting those away too.
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the air at that time. Don't know why. Always dream of you when spring comes. It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday.
Now that everything is pressure washed and clean, I'm just taking down these command hooks that I had on the window that I used to hang up some Christmas lights, which I love command hooks because they're so easy to use and also so easy to take off, which honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to get them taken down, but now I'm just going to give the window and the front door a really good clean because they were absolutely filthy disgusting. But either way, getting rid of all that dirt and winter grime from the windows so that we can let in all of that spring sunshine before I start decorating the porch, But I found this red and white checkered mat last year, which I decorated for Christmas. But I thought it'd be really cute to go along with kind of like the red theme with like the red mulch and the red shutters and the red door. Also hanging up a wreath, which I didn't have one hung up until now. When I took down my Christmas wreath, I just kind of left the door bare. So it's nice to see a wreath back on the door. And then also I got these seat cushions from Walmart. Again, they had a really cute selection. And I just think it did a really good job in tying everything together. Now moving on, what is really exciting for me is filling up the bird feeders and getting them hung outside, which I found these adorable bird feeders on Amazon. I just love the style of them, and then I could just hang them from a tree or whatever. And I don't know, I just think that they're so cute, and I'm so excited to have these and to get them hung up and do some up close bird watching from my front porch. So I'll leave the ones that I have down in the description box for you. They're really affordable and I just love them, just in case you want to do some bird watching and you're a weird bird lover too. Now the front yard is cleaned up and reset and ready for spring. Moving into the backyard, which honestly was in just as rough a shape as the front porch. So I just wanted to get this cleaned off and really just following the same routine as the front porch. So taking every single item off of the porch and then giving the patio and the furniture and everything a good power wash so that everything will be nice and clean.
Like the sun by the moon, he's a star, baby, I'm lighting up. Like a fool, it's true, it's true. He's making me blow my mind and I can't stand the thought of being without us. I'm being honest, y'all, I'm being honest. We just do what we do, ain't no joke about love. He's the one that I die for. Dance along, side by side, can't believe that he is mine. We just do what we do, my love, my heart is beating even faster, faster. He got me feeling like I'm ready for anything, look at me go. Oh, my love, my love, my love. He got me feeling like
Now that everything is nice and clean and redecorated, like I seriously cannot tell you how good it feels to have this area totally refreshed and really just starting to feel like spring is here and winter is finally gone for good. But now finally, and what I'm most excited to show you is my new vegetable garden bed, which Tyler has been working on all day. And honestly, I am so impressed with how it came out and just so excited to get started on growing. And I'll kind of leave like updates and kind of show you what I'm growing and the progress that's being made. But I decided to put it out back in front of the window because that'd be kind of cute to see, you know, the vegetables as they're growing through the window in the family room. I was also considered painting it, so let me know in the comments if you think I should. But now it is starting to get later in the day, and I did want to quickly show you this air fryer recipe, which I absolutely love because it was very low effort and it really didn't take any time at all. And so I'll leave the ingredients in the description box, but honestly, it's only 3 ingredients. So you'll just need some chicken breasts, and I cut them down the center to make kind of like a pocket for the spinach and artichoke dip, which I use the Tostitos spinach and artichoke dip because that's definitely our favorites, but you can use whatever, you know, works best for you. And then also your favorite breading, which I coat the chicken in. And then after the chicken is nice and coated, then I'll just take that spinach and artichoke dip and put that right in the center of the chicken. And then I put it in the air fryer for 350 for about 20 minutes, or until, you know, the chicken says 165 on the thermometer. But seriously, it is so good. This was the first time that we made it, but it was an instant hit and is probably definitely going to be something that we're making every single week now. So, but again, like, I don't know why it took me so long to get an air fryer. Like, it's seriously going to be a game changer for our family and just making like some really healthy, quick meals for dinner. But anyway, that is all for me today. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video and you got some motivation. Be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, loves.